For over 2,000 years, humanity has wrestled with a single, provocative question. Could you remain with the person you love if sex were removed from the equation? This inquiry leads back to ancient Greece and a lifelong bachelor named Plato, who famously suggested that the most sublime form of love involves two souls meeting on a journey toward truth and virtue. However, modern science and historical context suggest the reality of his philosophy is far more nuanced than the rigid, anti-physical stereotype often associated with his name today. According to contemporary brain research, falling in love triggers an almost involuntary physical drive to be near another person. This raises the question of whether Plato's vision of pure spiritual love is the ultimate peak of human emotion or merely a lonely man's attempt at self-consolation. The answer lies in a historical mistranslation. Plato never actually advocated for total celibacy. The modern concept of Platonic love, as a relationship strictly devoid of physical desire, was largely shaped by Marsilio Ficino, a 15th-century Italian scholar. In an effort to make Greek concepts palatable to a religious European audience, Ficino linked Plato's ideas to divine, spiritual love, inadvertently creating the lasting impression that physical intimacy was forbidden. In his famous work, The Symposium, Plato introduces the haunting myth of the spherical human. He described original humans as beings with 2 faces and 8 limbs, whom the god Zeus split in 2 to diminish their power. This myth birthed the concept of the other half, suggesting that every person spends their life wandering the earth in search of their missing piece. For Plato, finding this half was not the destination but the beginning of a process he called the ladder of love. He believed that while it is natural to be attracted to a beautiful body, true love must ascend from physical infatuation to an appreciation of the mind and, ultimately, a resonance of the soul. The core logic of this philosophy rests on 3 pillars: detaching from physical dependency, looking beyond financial or social status, and replacing the desire for possession with a desire for the other person's personal growth. In a world where physical attraction is easily found, this deeper connection is often viewed as a hidden level in a game that many never access. Ultimately, the philosophy challenges us to consider what remains when the initial rush of passion fades and youth disappears. If a couple can still find peace in shared silence and see their best selves reflected in one another's eyes, they have found the answer that the ancient philosopher spent his life defining.